time Siski hit an up B, the Spanish crowd behind them went, "Ole!"
Oh, that's nice.
Dude, I was like, that's great. I want them to come to the stage so bad.
What it's all about, my friend. It's what it's all about, especially with the world tour that we got going on. You saw that trailer.
Dude,
the
I can't wait.
dropped right here on this channel. You saw what they dropped, my friend. All those tournaments and all those insane places, such as, forgive me if I'm pronouncing it wrong, Virtuosity. Did I say that right? That was recently? I believe Chag won back from losers. Yeah, which is amazing players, especially, you know, with those crazy upsets that we have. I believe in ABM taking out Chag back at that tournament. Forgive me if I got the abbreviation wrong. There are a lot of letters in the English alphabet. We got Kichiro going up against Noka, game 1 down.
Right. Now, look, there's a lot of things Sonic can do well in this matchup, on a stage like this in particular, because it's a long stage, Sonic can camp really well. But like we were talking about earlier, Noka, if they can keep Kichiro in the corner, which they are going to be really willing to do, as they are a fighting game player as well, they kind of know how advantage works. If you can keep Sonic in the corner, if you give them a lot of space, they have a lot of room to run away. So if you can keep them in that position where they're pinched in the corner, you can do a lot, especially with a character like Ike, who has a very all-encompassing neutral game.
Yeah, Sonic is the fastest character in the game on the ground, as that spin dash is going to do it with the forward air combination right now. Fastest character in the game on the ground by a full unit above Captain Falcon. There's no bigger disparity between like two characters next to each other in this game as far as that specific statistic goes. So you definitely, especially as Ike, do not want to be playing that kind of neutral with this character as much as you can. You want to keep Sonic in the air as much as you can. Read those bad air dodges in the corner to get your kills. That's what you want to do. That is how you have to fight this pesky little hedgehog.
Right. Now, I feel like every character base has like that one bad option that everyone goes for. For Samus mains, it's roll from ledge a lot and also forward air from ledge. I think for Sonic mains, it's air dodging after spring when you have burnt all of your options in the air. And I think Noka, realizing that, is able to get that grill in with the dash attack for that first stock.
Beautiful, beautiful stuff right there on the part of Kichiro getting that stock. And even better with that read in the center of the stage right there. Not going to do it. Good DI on the part of Noka, despite the tiny should I say, horizontal blast zones of Town and City compared to his high vertical ones for sure. But now you got these spin dash combos coming back in, Laird, but the reversal? What's the edge guard?
Good for a 2-frame. Ooh, but just a little bit early on that. I like the delay for Kichiro to get back on stage safely and avoid the eruption, which is very prone to 2-frame, especially on a stage like this where the meat of the ledge is very thin.
Yeah, for sure. Going with the quick draw, though, be able to make back on stage. Absolutely no lag upon landing that if and you do it right. Such a good option that I pretty much needed in order to get back to the stage for sure. That was maximum rage. What percent was that?
69.
Oh, my God, you're joking.
Yeah, and they weren't even, like, right at the ledge either. They had a little bit of space, too.
Well, it was, like, damn near center stage.
I'm telling you, man, these Ike buffs are terrifying once people start to figure them out. There's that back throw. Still not going to kill, even at 160%. Not close enough to the ledge, but that F-tilt is going to be doing the trick.
Yeah, good catch right there. Sometimes, you know, when the percent is high enough, you don't want to be going for more high lag options such as smash catch, as Sonic players love to do by the ledge. Good on Kichiro recognizing that forward tilt was all they needed to get that stock with a little bread and butter up to 40%. 50%, I should say, looking pretty much like anybody's game at this point. It's all going to depend on positioning if Noka is able to keep Kichiro in the corner and out of the air, or vice versa. If Kichiro's able to just regain and keep his stage control, charging that homing attack.
Yeah, and I like the recognition there from Noka, realizing that Kichiro was too high to get that angle properly. They're going to end on the platform, and they're going to be able to get that up air, get a lot of percentage added on. 76 of 105. There's a dash back in the corner. Not going to kill just yet, but very close to doing it. We did get the spark screen.
Yeah, we did just barely. Sometimes the red lightning lies, though, my friend. It's kind of like Earthbound. It's not always a critical battle.
Yeah, that's a true combo, baby.
Woo.
Yeah. If you can make these already short blast zones even shorter when going for that forward air, that is how you get rid of heavy characters. So I definitely like the stage pick for Kichiro. They played on it super nicely, and right at the very end, they were able to exploit it to their benefit.
Yeah, it's another reason that I just absolutely love this stage for Sonic. On par of like what you mentioned earlier, having all that room to be able to run around and camp if you have to, if that is how the Sonic liker chooses to play the character. Those horizontal blast zones, are just so good. Sonic likes to get most of his kills off of the horizontal blast zone. You don't very often see Sonic killing off the top unless he is going for like a spring ride, you know, up air string or whatever.
Right.
He usually likes to get those kills off of the side. Up smash is very committal for a character like Sonic. They don't want to be like whipping that, otherwise they get killed. And the high vertical blast zone of Town and City, it'll be really good for Sonic's survivability as well, on top of the fact that that's not how they normally get their kills. So I gotta say, little surprised to see Noka going back there.
I'm inclined to agree. I think a smaller stage against a character like Sonic, who is very prone to baiting you for a lot of their damage and being able to whip punish from half stage. Having a smaller stage makes that a little bit easier, but it also condenses Sonic a little bit, so they don't have as much room to run around and charge up.
Yeah, that's sort of the canon thing right there. Sonic doesn't like to be trapped, and you know, I guess good on Sakurai for really expressing that in his design of Sonic as a character for sure. He does that a lot. Gotta give credit where credit is due. Whiff dash attack though on the shield, not going to do anything right there. No stocks taken. Both players, I want to say, respecting each other a little bit more, but Noka doing what they do best and catching those landings.
Dumping Kichiro's toe on that dash attack that time. And yeah, at 117% with a little bit of rage, that is just enough to take that side on a stage like this. Killed off the top, actually, not even off the side. But then again, tit for tat, here's that forward air to be answered right back. That's been the game winner in a lot of instances for Kichiro this time.
Yeah, no, it has. It's definitely a crucial option to keep it going. Ooh, custom combos with the fall down up air. I love seeing Sonic utilize that move as best as they can for custom combos. You know, it's not as consistent as it used to be, but when they make it work, they make it work. You got to give Sonic fans credit where credit is due when it comes to their combo games. It's not all spin dash forward air. Sometimes you got to think outside the box a little bit. It doesn't matter how fast of a character you are. You do the same thing over and over and over again, and you're gonna get a little bit telegraphed.
Right, but now there's a good habit that Kichiro might be able to pick up on. That down throw actually sends at a good position where your opponent needs to tech or they're in trouble. And we saw Noka roll out, but we saw Kichiro go for a read in with an F smash. Now, if he has a good head on his shoulders, he'll be like, okay, next time I go for that, he's probably going to go out, so I can start charging spin dash and get a lot of percentage up early.
For sure. Back
Be dead.
Not gonna do it there. Yeah, we saw Noka live as they were gonna take the stock. We saw Noka live that at an even higher percent earlier, but not necessarily from the corner. Oh my god, it's so terrifying seeing the spring almost be used against them. Noka sticking outside the box here.
Yeah, we don't see a lot of vertical kills on this stage, but if anyone can do it, it is Ike with the spring in their back pocket. Combo game. I love that they use the homing attack to extend the combo and then get a backer out of it every time. That's a lot of good damage. There's that to be a will kill. Winner's stock still for Noka right now, though, and they are at about half percent.
Yeah, for sure, and it's just so rough. You know, you see them with a percent lead right now, not even just because they're playing, like, campy or nothing, because they're not, but they're playing safely around these giant hitboxes that Ike has. That was one whiffed neutral air on the part of Noka that we saw, and they ate 54 for, and I don't know if you guys were paying attention to the percentage. One little thing right there is all Sonic needs to take that to the next level right here.
Oh, Noka. He fell too far.
Wow.
I think he was trying to nair at the very edge of the stage, but just barely missed it. If they recognized that a little bit sooner, they might have been able to jump, unless they had already burnt their double jump and then go for the uppy back to ledge. But unfortunately for them, they just had a slight miscue at the end, and that's going to be Kichiro getting the upset victory and advancing into the next round of competition.
I love Kichiro's forward airs, how they've been throughout the set. Not even just catching Noka off of the level, but the way that they were positioning them underneath those platforms. The first kill that we saw on the part of Kichiro in this set was directly underneath the platform, sharking just low enough to the point where they could get the hitbox underneath that platform safely while still being able to retreat back to ledge if things went south. So it's on that kind of spacing that really keeps you on par with giant